know the biomechanics, the term biomechanics come from the kinesiology. So mechanical kinesiology? Mechanical kinesiology, the study of body during the movement. So it is again divided into kinematics and kinetics. So the kinematics mainly dealing with the movement to your whole body segment. The kinetic is the study of forces. So the study of forces in relation between the force system acting on the body and the changes it produces in the body motion. So the kinematic is purely dealing with the movement, and the kinetics are related to forces which are acting on the body. So remember, when we are studying the joint play, it comes under the kinematics, okay, because we are dealing with the movement. The joint play or the arthrokinematics is a part of kinematics. So what is kinematics? The kinematics is divided into osteokinematics and arthrokinematics. So the osteokinematics is mainly related to your motion of the bone relative to three cardinal plane like flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, medial rotation, lateral rotation. So these are the osteokinematics, which is mainly the bony movement which is doing in the during body movement. What is arthrokinematics? So arthrokinematics is mainly the motion that describes mainly during the articulating surfaces. So during the movement, when there is a movement of the knee, at the same time there is some movement in the articulating surfaces between tibia and femur. So the articulating surfaces movements are termed as arthrokinematics. So to have a movement, we should have two types of movement in our body. That is, one is a physiological movement and second is a accessory movement. Then what is the physiological movement? The physiological movement, the movement which mainly deals your bony movement, which we discussed as the osteokinematics. These are the physiological movement of the flexion, extension, abduction, adduction. Okay, so these are the physiological movement in different body. Then what is accessory movement? The accessory movement within the joint and surrounding tissue that are necessary for the normal range but cannot be voluntarily performed. So these are the accessory movement, or the accessory movement you can say the joint play movement. Or accessory movement is again further divided into a component movement or joint play movement. The joint play movement is your arthrokinematics. The component movements are not a physiological movement, but these are the movements which are necessary to have complete range of motion. So like when you raise your arm or elevate your arm, at the same time there is scapular movement. You are moving at the shoulder joint, but the scapula also moves to have a complete range of motion at the shoulder joint. The scapular upward rotation is termed as component movement. At the same time, in the lower extremities, like when we do the hip flexion, there is a knee flexion automatically, and at the same time we do the dorsiflexion. So these are the component movement at the same time. So what are the joint play movement? The arthrokinematic movement, especially when you do the shoulder flexion, there is a movement of head over the scapula. It's termed as arthrokinematics. So body, we have the arthrokinematics. There are different types of arthrokinematics present in our body. You can say the movement of the bony surfaces at the joint. So first and foremost is the roll, okay, and the other movement is termed as slide. So what is roll? A roll is a series of points on one articulating surfaces come into contact with a series of points on another articulating surfaces. Okay, there is a and B point, right? When the roll is occurring, the A point moves above, so it is initially it is contact with the surfaces, now it goes towards the air. So always remember, the series of point on one articulating surfaces come in contact with the series of point on another surface. Means the surface, the articulating surface or the point of contact is changing continuously. So in the shoulder joint, if you see, there is a red dotted and the black dotted area of the humeral head. Initially there is a position 1 when the arm at the side. When the shoulder moves or abducted, there is a position 2. There is a rolling of the head in the scapula. So that is called roll. Okay. Then, so second is slide. In slide, what happened? There is a specific point on one surface come in contact with a series of point on another surface. So surface should be incongruent. Articulating surfaces will slide on each other. So there is a series of contact of surface which is not changing. So there is a slide. When a passive mobilization technique is given, it is termed as a glide. So always remember, when the shoulder is doing abduction adduction, there is a downward and upward slide of the articulating surface. Instead of rolling, it is slide upward and downward. So there is a difference between the roll and slide. In roll, there is a contact surface is changing from one contact to another contact. But in slide, there is a consistent, or you can say the constant contact of the surfaces between each other. So in our body, to have a good movement, we should have a good rolling as well as sliding at the same time. Then only we can do the complete range of motion. So other orthokinematics are like, you can say spin. Okay, spin is occur when one bone rotates around the stationary longitudinal mechanical axis. It is a term that's directly telling us there is a spin. So articulating surfaces move around the axis. So in this, you can say the example of radial head moves over the humeral capital during the movement of the elbow flexion, extension or supination, pronation. Okay, so that is most important. In spin, mainly the same point on moving surfaces create an arc of circle as a bone spin. Okay. Then what are the compression? Compression is, as the term suggests, there is a decrease in joint space between two surfaces. So the joint surfaces are coming together or close enough, that is called compression. So compression may be created by the muscular movement or because of the joint movement. Then opposite of that compressions are distraction. Okay, distraction are two surfaces are pulling apart, often used in combination with the mobilization to increase stretch of the capsule. So distraction can be utilized for the stretching of that capsule or during the mobilization. Initially we need to take slack. These are the articulating movements are important to have a normal physiological range of motion. So one more example I want to focus here in knee flexion and extension. When we are doing the knee flexion, during the knee flexion, the femur is moving downward. So there is an anterior slide or posterior roll occurring in the femur. In the opposite occurs in the extension. When the femur is moving to the neutral position from flex position to the extension, there is posterior slide or anterior roll is. Hope you understood the concept. Thanks for watching this video and do subscribe the channel.